Did you know Albania's population is vanishing faster than in any other European country? Imagine a nation where more people live abroad than at home. Get ready for 15 astonishing facts that'll blow your mind. Hit like, subscribe for more cool stuff, and watch till the end. You won't believe number 1. Number 15. Albania has a huge diaspora that's way bigger than its own population. Only about 2.8 million people live in Albania today, but experts estimate 7 to 10 million Albanians live outside the country, mostly in places like Italy, Greece, the US, and Canada. This started big time after communism fell in 1991, when tough economic times pushed folks to leave for better jobs. It's astonishing because the diaspora is over 3 times the home population. Many send money back, helping the economy, but it leaves villages empty and families split. Imagine a country where immigrants outnumber residents. That's Albania's reality, making it one of the most scattered nations on Earth. Number 14. Albania's population is shrinking super fast, faster than most countries in Europe. In 1989, there were over 3.1 million people, but by the 2023 census, it dropped to just 2.4 million, a 14.8% decrease. That's like losing a whole city's worth of people every few years. The main reasons are low birth rates and tons of emigration. From 2011 to 2023, it fell by another 420,000. Experts say it's declining at about 8% per decade, which is wild. This means schools are closing and the workforce is getting smaller, putting pressure on the economy. It's astonishing how a once-growing nation turned into a shrinking one so quickly. Number 13. After communism ended in 1991, a massive wave of emigration hit Albania. About 20 to 25% of the population left in just 2 decades. That's like 1 in every 4 or 5 people packing up and going abroad. The chaos from the fall of the regime and economic collapse pushed hundreds of thousands to flee, many crossing seas in boats to Italy or Greece. By 2001, the population dropped from 3.3 million in 1990 to 3 million. It's astonishing because this exodus was one of the biggest in modern Europe, leaving behind ghost towns and broken families. Even today, the net migration is negative, with more leaving than coming back. Number 12. Albania has one of the lowest birth rates in the world. Women have only about 1.32 kids on average, way below the 2.1 needed to keep the population stable. This is a huge drop from 1950, when it was 6.07 kids per woman. Back then, under communist rules, big families were encouraged, but now, with better education and jobs for women, plus economic worries, people are having fewer babies. It's astonishing because this low rate ranks Albania 3rd lowest in Europe, after Malta and Spain. As a result, the country loses about 33,000 people a year from this alone, speeding up the population shrink. Number 11. Albania's population exploded after World War II due to super high birth rates under communism. From 1945 to 1990, it grew at 2.5% a year, one of Europe's fastest. Births hit 43 per 1,000 people in 1960, while deaths were low at 10 per 1,000. Policies banned birth control and encouraged big families to build the nation. But now, it's flipped to one of the lowest rates. It's astonishing to see this switch, from booming to busting in just decades. Historical events like Ottoman invasions once slashed the population, but the communist era rebuilt it dramatically before the current decline kicked in. Number 10. Albania is getting older fast, with a median age of 44.3 years, higher than many European countries. About 13% of people are over 65, up from past years, while younger folks are fewer. This aging is due to low births and youth leaving for jobs abroad. It's astonishing because just 30 years ago, it was a young nation with lots of kids. Now there are more grandparents than toddlers in many places, straining healthcare and pensions. The elderly dependency ratio is rising, meaning fewer workers support more retirees. This shift could hurt the economy if not fixed soon. Number 9. Only 17.6% of Albania's population is under 14 years old, which is super low compared to the past. Back in the communist days, kids made up a big chunk because of high birth rates. Now, with families having just 1 or 2 children, the youth are vanishing. It's astonishing as this means fewer students in schools, many rural ones are closing, and a future workforce shortage. Combined with emigration, villages look empty of play and energy. Albania's growth rate is just 0.22%, mostly from this lack of young people, painting a picture of a nation losing its future generation. Number 8. Albania is mostly one ethnic group, 91% are Albanians, but minorities are shrinking in surprising ways. Greeks, once 2.4% in 1950, are now just 0.98%, down to 23,000 people. Meanwhile, groups like Balkan Egyptians grew to 0.52%. Censuses can be tricky. The 2011 one was called unreliable due to boycotts and politics. It's astonishing because this homogeneity comes from history. Ancient Illyrian roots mixed with invasions. Most speak Albanian as native tongue, 98.76%, but dialects split north-south. This unity helps culture but hides tensions with minorities over rights. Number 7. Albania's religion mix is unique. About 50% Muslim, 16% Christian, but 13.8% believe in God without a specific faith and 15% didn't say. In 1967, it became the world's first atheist state, banning all religion. Churches turned into cinemas. Before, Muslims were 68% in 1923. Now, Bektashi, a chill Islamic sect, is 4.8%. It's astonishing how tolerant it is. People celebrate all holidays together. With high irreligious folks, 3.55% atheists, it's one of Europe's least religious places, shaped by communist ban and comeback of faith post-1991. Number 6. Albanians are super good at languages, one of Europe's most polyglot peoples. Almost everyone speaks Albanian, but many know Italian, Greek, English, or French from television, school, or living abroad. About 33,000 speak French well. It's astonishing because emigration and tourism made this happen. Returning migrants bring languages home. Dialects like Geg, North, and Tosk, South, the Standard, add flavor. This skill helps in jobs and connecting with the big diaspora. Imagine chatting in 4 tongues daily. That's everyday life for many Albanians. Number 5. Albania flipped from mostly rural to urban in 2011, when city dwellers hit 53.7% for the first time. Now, over 60% live in cities like Tirana, which boomed from migration. Villages empty as people seek jobs in towns. It's astonishing. Under communism, farms were key, but post-1991 chaos pushed urban moves. This shift changed lifestyles, more apartments, traffic, but also better schools and hospitals. Rural areas suffer with old folks left behind. Tirana alone has over 900,000 people, sucking in youth and leaving countryside like a time capsule. Number 4. Under communism until 1991, Albania had only about 3,000 to 5,000 cars for 3 million people. Only party bosses could own them. Everyone else walked, biked, or used buses. Roads were empty, pollution low. It's astonishing imagining a whole country with fewer cars than a small town today. After freedom, cars exploded. Now millions zoom around. This ban kept Albania isolated like a bubble. It shows how strict the regime was, controlling even how people moved, tying into the population's limited freedoms back then. Number 3. Albania boasts super high literacy, over 98%, ranking top globally. Schools are free and education is prized. It's astonishing for a once poor nation. Communist focus on learning helped, even if propaganda filled. Women read as well as men, unlike some places, but brain drain hits. Smart folks leave for better pay abroad. Still, this knowledge base fuels tech and tourism growth. Kids start school young, learning multiple languages early. High literacy means informed people, helping democracy after dictatorship. Number 2, Albania loses people at an alarming speed, about 4 inhabitants every hour. That's 91 a day or 33,000 a year from low births and emigration. Since 2019, 108,000 vanished due to this. It's astonishing, like a slow evacuation. Villages turn ghost-like, schools merge. Youth flee for Europe jobs, leaving elders. Government worries about economy collapse. This depopulation is Europe's worst, with 18.2% drop from 2011 to 2024. Fixing it needs better jobs and family support, but time's running out. Number 1, brain drain is crushing Albania. Over 47% of people with higher education have left the country as of 2020. That's a huge jump from earlier stats, like 31% in 2010, 2011. Doctors, engineers, teachers, and young pros are packing up for better pay and lives in Europe or the US, leaving big gaps back home. A recent study shows 70% of immigrants are under 34, and 47% of recent ones hold university degrees. With 1.2 million Albanians abroad, 44% of the total population, it's astonishing how this exodus is hollowing out the nation's talent. Hospitals face doctor shortages, schools lack teachers, and innovation stalls because the smartest minds are gone. Post-communism economic chaos started this, but now even fresh grads leave right after university. The Human Flight Index for 2024 is 8.3 out of 10, one of the world's highest, putting Albania in the top 10 for brain drain alongside troubled spots. Between 2012 and 2022, over 222,000 net migrants left, mostly youth seeking stability. In 2022 alone, 46,460 emigrated, up 10.5% from 2021, with 36,000 being young. This isn't just numbers, it's a crisis robbing Albania of its future. Diaspora sends billions in remittances, about 10% of GDP, but it can't replace the lost skills. Government tries scholarships and job programs to keep talent, but low wages, average $500 per month, and corruption push people out. If not stopped, depopulation accelerates, economy suffers more. Astonishing, a country losing its brains, risking collapse. Solutions: higher salaries, better education links to jobs, diaspora engagement. Hope lies in returnees bringing skills, but for now, the drain continues. Thanks for watching these wild facts about Albania's population. If you learned something new, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing content, and share with friends. See you next time. Stay curious.